Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about the ATL. Made a couple of videos a couple of days ago, and people wanted to know the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, they want to know the pros and cons of coming to the ATL, what it's all about, and all that good stuff. But, like I said, if you move to Atlanta, you got to have a game plan. Yeah. The reason why a lot of people leave Atlanta because they don't have support here. See, if you come here, this is not a good place for an entry-level job. This is a place for people that's educated, people with an acquired skill, or people with a skilled trade. This is not the type of town where you come, and you're gonna try to wing it. This is not that type of town, And I know a lot of people have came and left that, they tried to make something happen when they got here. I know people that quit their job wherever they came from, and after about 6 to 12 months or maybe 24 months, they hauled ass, and they went back to wherever they came from. What's up, Annex? And things didn't work out. And I used to be shocked, but I'm not shocked anymore. But I'm just fascinated by why some people make the decisions that they made even before they move here. But, and then you got some people, they'll move here, never even been here before. So I'm like, it's kind of crazy, when you really think about it. But if you come here, you got to have support. That's the main thing. You can't not go at it alone. You got to have a support system. And that's why a lot of people leave. Because, see, the marketplace is oversaturated here. It really is. You don't really, you have a lot of people here that's willing to work for anything, basically. And they're not really thinking things through. A lot of people, they're underbidding people. They're basically working for any amount of money hourly. And even if you're a contractor, or even if you're if you have your own business here, it's still you're still gonna have to have a lot of support here. This is not the type of, plus this is not the type of town for a lazy person, a person that just wants to work 9 to 5 job and come home and sit on the couch and watch television. This is not that type of town. If you come here doing that, you're gonna end up home a lot. Yeah, you're gonna be struggling here, because it's the cost of living is so expensive here. It really is. Now, some people will say, "Hey, it's not high like New York, L.A., Miami." I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't live in these places. I visited these places, but I don't live there, so I'm not talking about some place I never lived before. So that's what that is. And then you got what's happened to me. I mean, a lot of people will say, well, annex, say, what are some of the attractions to bring you there? Well, this place is very seductive because, it's a good place to visit. You got the nightlife here. If you like to party, have a good time, you got nice women here. Believe it or not, it's nice women here. If you go to places like in the Buckhead area or in the Sandy Springs area or Midtown, there's a lot of beautiful women here. I mean, it is what it is. And there's a lot of history here too. You know, there's a lot of history here, a lot of places to go. There's some place if you come here, there's some place to go 7 days a week for everybody. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter your gender, doesn't matter your sex. So it's a good place to visit. It's a good place for entertainment. They got all kinds of clubs is here. Whatever you want, strip club, the regular clubs, the gay clubs, the transgender clubs, whatever. So whatever you want, you can basically find it here. And I think that's what some of the main attractions are about Atlanta, basically. Because there's no other place, no other city in America like Atlanta. No, I've no. There's some places that's maybe close, like L.A., Charlotte, but it's not like Atlanta. This is a party. This has probably got to be the party city in America. They don't party nowhere else like they do here in Atlanta. So I think that's the main attraction. I think that's what's so seductive. That's why a lot of people come here. And yep, it's the land of the strip clubs. You're right about that. You know, it is the king of the strip clubs, really. And LA, you say LA can be scary. Well, yeah, LA can be. Uh, there's certain spots of LA. When I first went to LA, LA was the first place. I never admit this before. When I first went to LA, I was scared. This is the first time ever I've ever went to any city in America where I was scared. Now the reason why I was scared, not because of the city itself, is because um I'm from the East Coast. So I've never been to the West Coast before. And LA is so different. It's a very different place. So LA's kind of it's just too big. And it's very different, very spaced out, and lots of different people there. You said you was a nude model in LA back in the 70s. Wow. You had a hillside strangler running around. Well, there's crazy people everywhere you go. You can't, you shouldn't live in fear. You know what I mean? This is what it is. You can't really run. It's crazy people on the highway if you're driving day and night if you have a car. So you can't really get around that. You just got to be careful. That's what it is, you know. But you know, L.A. is a nice place to visit too, but I couldn't live there. It's just too big. It's just too big, man. A lot of beautiful women there though. That's one thing I would say. A lot of beautiful women, and the cost of living is like it's crazy. It's ridiculous. Taxes, it's ridiculous. You know, but the women, for the most part, I could be wrong for this. Maybe this is just my experience, but the women in LA seem to be much easier to talk to versus living here in Atlanta. You know, but maybe that's just my experience. Now you might have a different experience. I don't know. But I've never. Then again, I've never lived in LA either. I just visited a couple times because I used to. When I was in the Navy, we used to drive from San Diego to LA because it's just a little over an hour on the freeway. You know, so that's those were my days and times in on the West Coast. I spent a lot of time over there. He said, Miami is like another country. A lot of people speak Spanish. If you don't speak Spanish, they look at you crazy. You're right. Miami is like another country. It does feel like that. And English is like the second language in Miami. Yeah, it's kind of what's up, El Cap from Chi Town. Yeah, English is like the second language in Miami. So if you live in Miami, I think you have to you should speak a little bit of Spanish. I would think. I got one of my friends. He live in Miami. He just moved there like probably like what 8 months ago now. I haven't talked to him in a while, but maybe he'll see this video and give me a call. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering how is it? What's his experience been like being in Miami? You know what I mean? But you know, but in Miami, there's a lot of beautiful women too. You know, and in I never lived in Miami, but just visiting Miami, women are very women are not hard to talk to there either. It seems like the funny thing is, it's just been my experience. Seems like the most attractive women seem to be the much more approachable. You said you lived with a serial killer in Seattle and dated a murderer just out of prison in LA. Oh, come on, man. You sound like you're trolling now. Come on, Annex. You sure you're not trolling? Why would you live with a murderer, a killer, and a murderer? I mean, what's up with that? Why would you live? Why would you date a murderer and live with a serial killer? Why? I'm just curious. I'm not judging. I'm just curious. So how'd you find out he was a murderer? Was a runaway. Oh, that took me. So you were young. Okay. Okay. So you were young and he told you everything over the dinner table. I got you. Hey, how old were you then? Just curious. 17? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Why did you trust him? Or him or her, early 30s. Yeah. He was this nice? Okay. Yeah, okay. You know. Most murderers, most killers are very they're the best manipulators. They're very I would say they're very they, charming. They have charm and charisma. So you met him at a gay bar. Okay. So are you gay? I'm just curious. Yeah, most killers and murderers, they have a charm and charisma. They're very likable. Yeah, at least the ones that I know anyway. At least the ones that I've met over the past 30 years. Oh, you just wanted a place to go. Gotcha. You know. So you do you still live in Seattle? I like Seattle's a very interesting city too. Oh, you're 61. God damn. You're up there, man. You're up there. Yeah, I'm thinking you were young. It's all good though, you know. It's all good. Uh, yeah, but Seattle, I spent some time in Seattle too. I used to be in the Navy. Now, Seattle's another interesting city. It really is. Women are very aggressive in Seattle. That's been my experience. In Seattle, it's expensive there, but not expensive like here in Atlanta. You know, I wish I could get to know some people that's in Seattle. I don't really my cousin used to live there. I don't really I don't really know anyone that lived there anymore. Ron left his house right after his house. Oh, I got you. Yeah, got you. But anyways, you know, if you come to Atlanta, man, you gotta really have a plan, and it pays to know people because what happens is when I got here, I came here under the assumption that I was going to transfer with my job. Now, now, before I even did the transfer in Charlotte, they told me that hey, there's no guarantees that everything is going to go well once you get to the next branch. So I understood all that, and what happened is we were not born there. Man. So what happens is from there my girl at the time got she had a job offer weeks in advance, and she got the interview, and she ended up getting the job. So I told her to take the job, and I would transfer with my job. So I came here, and things just didn't work out with that job at the branch. The branch manager was just an asshole, basically. So I ended up freelancing. I started helping people with programming, um, blogs, websites, and web designs. So I started doing that. I did that for like a little over a year. Kimberly Rod thinking about moving to Atlanta. What are a nice area to move? What's your budget like, Kim? It depends on what's your budget like. You get what you pay for here. That's how it is here. You if you want to live in Fulton County, which is the city limits of Atlanta, it's very expensive. 1,200 max. Uh, you can probably you're probably not going to be able to live in Fulton County in the city limits for that. You're probably going to have to. You can. There's a lot of. Oh, hold up. Well, you coming? Are you coming here with a job, Kim? Or are you gonna get a job when you get here? The reason why I asked that because if you come here, you want to be close to your job as possible because the traffic is ridiculous here. But for 1,200 a month, you can live in some place like on the south side, like Cobb County, or you can live up 85 in like the small areas of like Gwinnett County, like Norcross, for less than 1,200. You know, get one before I come. Thinking about Cobb. Yeah, Marietta is a I like Marietta. Marietta is a good area. Yeah, you can live in Marietta for less than you. Hold up, are you married, Kim? You got kids or what? Are you all right? Or what? The South Side it's like two sides of the South Side. Is the rich old money of the South Side, and then there's the up and coming revamp of the South Side. So you got one side of the South Side is you have the mansions and the old money, and then you got the a lot of new development on the South Side as well. Not married, be alone. Okay, so you good, Kim? You good? Yeah, you good. You can stay someplace like in Marietta for less than $1,200. So you good. You can find a nice spot in Marietta for like 900, $1,000. Yeah, you good. Yeah. I stayed over in Cobb County in the Marietta area when I first got here. Oh, okay. Well, you good. Social work and real estate. So you gonna do real estate when you get here? Which part is considered to be the black part of town? Black people aren't here as much as they used to be. Annex. No. Now they push black people on the outskirts of town. Yeah, you see a lot of black people at events, but you're not gonna see a lot of black people living in the city of Atlanta. No. Yeah, exactly. Gentrification. Yeah. Yeah, that's happening. That's happening big time. Well, it's everywhere in a lot of these cities, but here probably more than anywhere else. A social worker job before I move, real estate when I get there. Oh, that's good. That's good, Kim. If you do real estate here, um, uh, if you go about it the right way, you do pretty well here. because they're always building here. And Kim, if you need any help with like getting clients with your real estate business, let me know. I can help you out. I can definitely help you out. You know, and point you in the right direction. No doubt about it. I've been working with people for a long time doing this. Really. You set up a real estate business online. Exactly, Annex. Yeah, she can do it online. Yep. A lot of real estate agents they go about getting clients the wrong way. You know, I mean, it's like sometimes I feel sorry for a lot of the real estate agents. Really, I feel sorry for a lot of them. You know, and I know a lot of these people from North Carolina, South Carolina. You know, it's people that been real estate agents ain't never sold a house ever. That's pitiful. It shouldn't be like that. Yeah, that's I think that's terrible. But hey, man, but like I said, they're always building here. You know, they all if you just like I said, if you have some type of skills within construction or something like that, if you're like an electrician, plumber, you're a builder, you're a bricklayer, this is the place. You know, which I really value. Jay. Oh, I respect Jay. I worked in prior mortgage, retiring. Okay. Yeah, see, when it comes to jobs, man, you gotta go where you're in demand at. Yeah, you gotta go where you're wanted at. You gotta go where your skill set is in demand. See, a lot of people here in Atlanta, they 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 will continue to struggle here when they're, just getting by. And I'll be like, just move, yo. I mean, why struggle? I mean, why struggle? They say they love the city, you know. So I'm saying, look, you can go somewhere else, make more money, and live much better. But that might not be the place that you want to actually live. And I said, look, you can visit. You don't got to live here. Yeah, yeah. People are crazy. People, I know people that how long do it take to get a job offer? Shit. It depends, man. It depends, Kim. They hire slow here. They don't hire fast here. They hire slow and fire fast. That's pretty much how they do here. I'm not just talking about a listing, but people can complete application online as well. Exactly, Annex. Exactly. Exactly. See, that's the power of the internet. You can have a website where people can the website can filter out who's qualified before you even make a phone call. So that's a good point, Annex. See, most real estate agents, they don't have that. They don't have a website that's like that. Most real estate agents, their website is like a damn brochure, you know? So that's a good point. Yep. 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 Yep, man. You know? Online business finding jobs for people on my site is goforgigs.com. Cool. Oh. So Kim, have you ever been to Atlanta before? If your job 8 a.m., what time to leave if you go? It and have to travel to Atlanta. It shit. If you live in Cobb County, and okay, let's just assume that you live in Marietta and your job is downtown. Man, you gotta leave like an hour and a half, 2 hours ahead of time. Yeah, because you gotta think about it. The average travel time here in Atlanta is anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes. This is not not and this is not rush hour traffic, by the way. You know, with no rush hour traffic, the average travel time is 30 to 45 minutes. Now, if during rush hour or if there's an accident, it's going to take you an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to your destination. The traffic is ridiculous during rush hour. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It'd be like, yeah, 5:45. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't leave no later than 6 if I had to be to work at 8. I wouldn't really. That's why I say, what is rush hour time? Rush hour is anywhere between 7 to 9. 7 to 9. So I say, well, I say 7. No, I'd say 6. 6:30 to 9 o'clock. That's rush hour time. 6:30 to 9 o'clock, I would say. Yeah, I'm telling you, the traffic is ridiculous. Yeah, this is why I asked. That's why I was asking you, Kim, if you had a job before you get here, because most people they try to live close to their jobs as much as possible. You know, because of the traffic is ridiculous, and you don't want to really have to get on the interstate in the morning. That's the worst. That's the worst shit ever. Getting on the interstate in the morning, that's like, oh man, you know. Rush hour in the evening, it's the same. It's the same. Yeah, there's 4 seasons here. That's to get one in the Cobb. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you live in Cobb County, it's best to get a job in Cobb County if you can, you know. But a lot of people they when they move here, they usually don't keep the same job. They usually switch jobs after a year or two. A lot of people that I know. And then their new job is usually like on the other side of town or something like that, or downtown, or someplace like Marietta. That's what usually happens. Most people I know, they'll move here and they'll be close to work. And when they get their second job, it's usually like on the other side of town. And then once they've been to that second job long enough, then they'll move closer to the second job if they're renting. Now, if they got a house, well, that's a different situation right there. That's what happened to my niece. My niece, she live in Cobb County, but she worked in Alpharetta. So that it takes her a while to get the work. It takes her about an hour. People in ATL drive fast on the interstate. Car will fly past you like a bat out of hell. Hell yeah. Yeah, people drive crazy on the interstate. I remind you of someone you used to know. Well, I hope that's a good thing. Your stepdad. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. So, hey, what Annex? Where do you live now? Oh, gotcha. I got you. Oh, the super chat's not working? That's weird. Uh, you're old enough to be my mother. Nah, actually, nah, you're not old enough to be my mother. I know I might look young, but I'm not that young. What about dating scene? The dating scene in Atlanta for a woman, I think is very difficult for most women. The dating scene here, I think, for guys, it's pretty good. For the average guy, it's pretty good. But I think it can be a little difficult for some guys. But for women, I think it's very difficult. Yeah, I try to take care of myself. In Atlanta, it's 6 women for one guy. Yeah. Yep. I believe that. You know. Why is it difficult for women or men? No gray hair? Yeah, I got a little gray hair. I got gray hair on my chin. Why is it difficult for women, Kim? Well, I think a lot of women don't really know who they're dealing with. There's a lot of guys in the closet here. So I think that has a lot to do with it. A lot of guys, they don't really expose themselves. That's what I hear, from a lot of women. And what about black women in particular? Annex. What do you want to know exactly about black women? Dating in your state? What about 'em? Black women are cool here. I mean, that's been my experience. Anyway, I met a lot of cool black women here. They're cool, you know. Yeah, black women are cool here. I had no problem. I never had any problem with black women like a lot of these guys. Like a lot of these guys on the internet be complaining about. I never had problems like that. I don't know. I mean, a lot of stuff. I don't agree with everything everybody says. Of course not. But as far as me personally, like dating black women and spending time with black women, no problems. Black women roll out the red. They roll out the red carpet for me here. For younger black women to the older black women, or and the ones in between. Well, I don't necessarily date either. I just meet people where I meet them, and I call them, and I just meet up with them every once in a while, or see them every once in a while. But I don't necessarily date anymore. I don't got time for all that, really. Well, thanks, Annex. I don't necessarily date. Oh, thanks, Jay. You need to have when you move. How much money do you have when you move? I think you should try to have as much money as you can get access to, Kim. I believe that. The more the merrier. You know, I think the more the merrier. I believe that. You know, I mean, if you, shit, I put it like this. I came here, I had 20,000 when I came here. That's just liquid cash. And that lasted us, shit, for about almost a year. Yeah, almost a year. Because what happens is we came here and we didn't really have a place to stay. We stayed in a hotel for like a month. We stayed in a hotel for like a month. And that money started to go down real fast. Cause you got to think about it. You got to buy food. You're paying for the hotel. Um, where like you like driving around looking for jobs. You got gas. You got you know you got your playtime, and you got you're meeting people, and that money started going fast with two people now. You know, so by the time we hit the 6 month mark, we had less than 10,000. Yeah, it's very expensive here. You know, it really is. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you the mistake that we made. We started going to these clubs, the nightclubs and the strip clubs, and the bars. We started spending money that were in places that we shouldn't have been, like the clubs, strip clubs. We started going to the high end clubs. Them shit's expensive, man. That's where most of the money. That's where most of our money went. The clubs, the drinks. That was a mistake. And then when it was time to get the apartment, that shit was expensive. You know, So that shit was like, God. Plus, we had to buy furniture. I mean, we had some of the furniture that we had in North Carolina. We got rid of it, half of it, because it was just too much stuff to put on a U-Haul. So when we got here, we had to get. I mean, my girl, she had to get like new clothes for work and everything. So, what a crime? Okay, when it comes to crime, the crime rate, the crime rate is not that bad here. It's not high here. I know there's a lot of news reports. If you look at the news, you think differently. The crime rate is low here. The crime rate, believe it or not, is low everywhere across America, except for like places like Little Rock, Arkansas. They have little sprouts here and there. New Orleans, they have little sprouts here and there. Chicago, little sprouts here and there. But crime rates overall is very low in America. It really is. Don't have to answer what part of two people, a woman going to a strip club with you. Don't have, what was part of the two people? Oh, we went to the strip club because it was this girl that my cousin used to talk to. And she just wanted to hang out. She just wanted to show us around. And we just decided to go to Onyx. That's the name of the strip club, called Onyx here. That's all. That was about it, really. It really had nothing to do with her being a woman or anybody like that, really. Yeah. Plus they had a bike show during the daytime, so that was the attraction to us going to the strip club. You dance in Vegas? Oh shit! I never been to Vegas. Yeah, I never been to Vegas. How's Vegas? Is it what people make it out to be, or is overhyped, or what? Annex. So it's a great place if you're young and single. That's the same thing I say about Atlanta. Atlanta's a great place if you're young and single, and if you got that money, you got that bread. Norcross, what that area is it better than Marietta? Norcross is a new area, the up and coming area. It's not much out in Norcross. I think you're better off staying in Marietta. See, Marietta is already established. It's been established since the 90s. Norcross is an up and coming area. It's not much out there. It's not a very convenient area. Not at all. Yeah. So I would just, you know, especially Kim, do you have a car? I hope you got a car. You got to have a car here. Don't be like a lot of these people come here and they try to depend on public transportation. Mike, yeah, Vegas. Well, yeah, I mean it's built on the turn up. My boss was mafia, lost his head, mailed to his wife. Damn, that is some gangster shit, mafia shit. Oh, so good, Kim. You got a car. That's good. So nobody speaks the truth like me on YouTube. You should have at least 100,000 followers. Well, Jay, Yeah, Alpharetta is cool. Alpharetta is expensive though. It's very expensive to live in Alpharetta. 2016 model car. Well, you good, Kim? Yeah. Shipping ain't cheap, or you gonna drive it? Oh, cuz. Yeah, Alpharetta is expensive. Yeah, as far as me having 100,000 subscribers, what happened, Jay, is my channel was targeted on YouTube. You know, because at one point I was like my videos were being seen by a lot of people, but at some point my channel was targeted. Um, maybe I was saying something in my video that YouTube didn't like. So before you know it, my videos weren't being shown anywhere. This happened for like two, 3 months, 3 months straight. I wasn't getting no views at all, very little views. And one day they sent me a message. YouTube sent me a message saying why that was the case. So my channel was targeted. Yeah, I mean, I was saying something that they didn't like, and all I do is talk about women and dating and relationships and making money. What's wrong with that? I don't bash anybody. I'm not a man hater or a woman hater. I don't do any of that stuff. So why was my channel targeted? I'm not. You see, you're not surprised you were targeted. You see reality and you speak it. Well, yeah, I do speak reality, but a lot of other people say more shit than I do, and their channel don't get targeted. A lot of people are showing their guns in the videos and calling people names and all kinds of stuff. So annex people on YouTube don't like people saying nice things about black women. Black women. You might be right about that, annex. You might be right. I think if you say bad things about black women, I know that get a lot of views. They'll pass that video around pretty fast. That might go viral. So I think you have a good point on that. You should go to Alpha Male Strategies. He degrade women bad. Well, just like I said, Kim, yeah, if you slander women or a certain group of people, they seem to get more views. I mean, I don't even know at this point. I don't even know what the word simp means. What does simping mean? Well, I don't even know what that means, man. At this point, I think people use the word out of context. I mean, everyone has their own perception. Everyone's not going to agree with everything everyone says, but we can agree to disagree and go our own separate ways. That's how I see it. But a lot of people don't see it that way. If you don't agree with something that they're saying, I guess they label you a simp or a coon or something that's degrading or sellout, whatever. But I don't agree with everything everybody says. Who does? And why would you want someone to agree with everything that you're saying or doing anyway? That's crazy. A simp pander to women. Well, if that's the case, well, I don't pander towards women. So I'm not a simp. I don't pander towards anybody, really. I mean, you have to respect is earned. You have to earn that for me. That's how I roll. I mean, if for me to like respect and me showing you attention, or that's something you have to earn. That's an individual thing. That don't got nothing to. I don't like automatically give women or anybody um anything without s- them earning whatever it is. So Lawrenceville versus Marietta, which one? Marietta is way better than Lawrenceville. Don't stay out there in Lawrenceville. Don't stay out there. I don't like Lawrenceville at all. Plus, Lawrenceville is kind of out there by itself. That's kind of like up. That's up 85 north. Yeah, I would not. From Lawrenceville is kind of far. From downtown Atlanta to Lawrenceville, that's gonna take you. That's over an hour, and that's without rush hour traffic. I timed it too because I used to live in Norcross, and from Norcross, it took me about 30 minutes, a little over 30 minutes to get to Lawrenceville. So, I had to go down to the police station down there, you know. Yeah, I didn't like it down there. I don't like it down there. It's very it's nothing down there but jails and a lot of construction, a lot of you know, it's very country area. It's nothing down there really. It's a very I don't know, man. It's like it's got bad vibes when I went down there. I didn't like it, man. So they call you that just for being a nice person and not bashing. Well, I don't really feel the need to bash anybody. I mean, you can be nice, but I'm nice, but I'm firm too. I mean, I'm not a pushover. What do you think of we were spoiled? Oh, that's a comment. What I think about MGTOW? I don't know much about them. The you know, the comment on that movement. I don't know much about them really. Men going your own way, you know. What I always say, what what does that really mean? You know, is the only way to go. Well, was well. Let me ask you a question. Does men going their own way mean leading your own way, being your own man? I mean, that's what MGTOW is all about. Well, if that's the case, every guy should have been doing that from the get go. Why do you need a movement to do that? The video I made about things society will not tell you a black man is a master. Oh yeah, Jay, I remember that video. That video went viral. I'll be scoping out Marietta this summer 12. Yeah, Marietta is nice, Kim. Like I said, yeah, guys should have been going their own way a long time ago. As soon as you, I don't know, left your parents' house or whatever. As soon as you move out, go to college or left your parents' house, you should have been going your own way early. You should have been trying to find your purpose early. But why do you need a movement? Why do you need to become a part of MGTOW to do that though? That's the thing. Would you move to Raleigh, North Carolina versus Atlanta? Yeah, I'd move to Raleigh before. Yeah. before Atlanta. Yeah, I would. It means more to me than you could ever imagine. Well, thanks. Appreciate it, Jay. Marriage is a scam that benefits women. Well, it it the way they got it going today, marriage does benefit women more. But here's the deal: you don't have. It's sending a message to men. Not you don't have to get married to the state. You don't have to get married to the state though. You can write up a contract between you and a woman, and y'all can agree to disagree on whatever in the contract, and take it down to a courthouse and sign it in front of a judge or or attorney. Whatever you have to have an attorney and sign it in front of a judge. So you don't have to get married to the state. So marriage can still work for guys, but what Atlanta rocks? Yeah, I guess I've been married for 20 years now, love it, and he does too. Well, that's good, and that's good. But I think what my man is saying is if the marriage goes bad, it benefits women because women can call a third party, and you know she won't necessarily be punished for her mistakes, or she'll a lot of women are using the system to come up, so to speak. And see, guys, the laws are biased when it comes to guys being married. So I think that's what he was trying to say. And but like I said, there's a lot of guys out here that they're with women. They have contracts with women. They're married to women, but they just didn't use it. They didn't go about it using the state. You know, I know what he's saying, but people need to quit looking for a reason to get divorced. Ask questions before you say yes. Yeah, I agree with that, Ann. You know, but a lot of people um I don't think a lot of people look at marriage the same as they used to, Ann, compared to not even compared to 20 years ago. So that has a lot to do with it. Why guys don't tell you to move on? Let's be honest. I'm gonna file 75. Yeah, most women do file for divorce in this country. I divorced him to go to college, and now he is not obligated for my 65 student loan. Go, yo, rape. Oh man, and have his shit. Well, yo, rape. Oh man, for his kids and that. Yeah, a lot of women take advantage of guys. You know, you just have to know who you're getting involved with, man. That's the biggest problem that a lot of guys have. Jimmy got the best one. Well, that's good, man. You're ride or die. when it comes to marriage, you have to be in it to win. But see, we live in a society today where it's like, see, I look at it like this. This is what I've been seeing. See, a lot of women, they want to be around the movers and shakers, but they want to be next to the movers and shakers. And some women want to build with this guy, and you got other women that want to take control of the power influence that the guy have and destroy him and take everything. So you got different types of women, you know? That's one of the biggest problems that we have out here today. There's certain women out here, they're like sociopaths, psychopaths. You know the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath? Uh, a sociopath will see a guy and she'll be like blown away. She wants to be around him all the time or whatever, you know? She wants to be in his presence because she feels like she likes herself more around this guy. But a psychopath likes the same thing, but they want to take over. They want to control the guy. And you know, and some will go as far to destroy the guy. This is why they get a divorce from the guy, because by the time the woman gets a divorce from the guy, she's already got control of everything. That's what the attorneys is for. That's why the attorneys get involved. He said the divorced him to go to school so he would not be responsible for the debt. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. So Ann, she's a trooper. Ride or die. That's good. Yeah, so that's good. That's good, Ann. Yeah. Why should he be responsible for it? Well, yeah, state laws because the state law would take the woman's side. Yep, this the laws are biased, very biased. You know, because like you have to understand, uh, the the laws basically are set up to exploit women. They use women to justify why guys have to pay. So it's kind of like the pimp and hoe type relationship the state got towards men and women. You know, it's like it's that type of deal. I mean, Eggman. Yeah. Let's see. I'd rather pay. Say I'd rather pay a hot escort for sex than date a woman now. At least you know what you're getting at the end. Well, uh, yeah, I guess. But the, I don't. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think. I don't necessarily agree with that, man. You should be paying for sex. I think. I'm not saying you should never pay for sex. But I'm gonna say this: you should not make it a habit. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say with that. I'm not gonna say never do it, but I'm saying you should not make it a habit. Maybe because there's some women that's down with just having a good time, just having sex. There's some women that's down with that. So, and they'll have sex with you and get up and leave. It might not last forever, you know. But you can have a relationship with a woman like that. I've done it. I've had relationships long term with women like that, and I mean, I didn't have to pay. We just had to establish a relationship to be like that. Because I'm one of those guys. I'm I don't like um changing. I like sticking with the same people, same women. Like I've had the same women around me for like 10, 20 years. So I don't like I very seldom let new people in my circle. It's funny and interesting. I hope so. I have done it. You will in some way for meals and shoe gifts. Well, you don't gotta buy like gifts. I mean, if you buy, I look at it like this: when it comes to buying food, if I'm eating the food along with them, that's cool. I mean, that's cool. I don't got a problem with that. I do like friends with benefits. One night stand only. Just had the money over. Get some and move along. I don't have a problem. Like I don't have a problem with spending money on food and drinks. As long as I'm having a good time, it's cool. It's okay every once in a while. But it doesn't have to be all the time, and you don't have to go out of your way to do stuff like that. When a man and a woman go on a date, who's expected to pay? That depends on the I think it depends on the person and then it depends on the relationship. That's what I think. It depends on um where the relationship is going. That's what I would say about that. You are not guaranteed sex at the end with an escort. Well, you're not guaranteed sex with anybody. Really? Let's keep it real. You're not guaranteed sex with anybody unless you call up an escort directly and I don't know how the escort service work. I don't know. So I can't speak on that. I've never done it before. But, you know, I paid my way on a date because the man thought he was going to get okay. Well, yeah, some guys feel like if they pay the date, if they pay the tab on the date, some guys feel like they should automatically get sex. So that some guys feel that way. We went Dutch because he thought that I might say, yeah, some guys think that, and some guys feel like if they paying for dinner, hey, where is this going? Yeah, some guys feel that way. And you can pick a hot young woman, not some land whale. Damn. Man, what's a land whale, man? land whale. Plenty of fish are full of butter, hogs, crazy women. Well, there's a lot of crazy women everywhere you go, man. You know. Also, I got put out at a graveyard a lot. If you did not put out, you got put out. Well, yeah, there's some guys that's like that, you know. Oh, land whale's a fat woman. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I mean, there's a lot of this is America. There's a lot of overweight women anyway. So, and women tend to pick up weight as they age. So, that's just what it is, you know. Come to the point. I would just meet him in my car instead of having him pick me up. If I can't put my arms around it, it ain't. He said, if he can't put his arms around it, it ain't happening. I hear you, man. But that's cool. I mean, those are your standards. There's nothing wrong with that. There's somebody for everybody out here. There's somebody for everybody out here, man. Everyone has their preference or their standards of what they like or what they want. And that's cool, you know. I look sleepy? No, I'm not sleepy. I usually go to sleep around, I don't know, after one, mostly. Yeah, I'm probably gonna probably stay on here in another 10 minutes. I'm gonna sign off another 10 minutes. It's smell fat people can't wash. Yeah, that's what they say, man. But I don't know how it's smell. I don't know how true that is. As far as fat people can't wash underneath their rolls or fat, it's not their fault. I don't know. I don't have no. I can't speak on that. Do guys holler at women a lot in Atlanta, or the women be after the guys? Um, I think the guys be at women more so than um the women approaching them. But I have had women approach me though. Yeah. But I think most of the time guys do the approaching. I think that's pretty standard everywhere you go. You know, these days. My friend had to have a nurse to wash him through. Well, yeah, that happens. Yes, said the fat lady. My friend Tim was too big; he could not wash himself. Yeah, there's some people that's like that, man. I know a guy. I know a guy that's like that right now. He's he's sick, and he has a caretaker, so he can't really do for self. You know, sad but true. You know. Once a week, he had to have a nurse wash him. Yeah, yeah, man. Some people get so damn big, man. Shit, they need help. But that's too big. I mean, that's too big, man. When you get that big, that's too big. Something. I don't know. Something happened, man. Maybe they're addicted to the food, or maybe they're stressed out or depressed. Something. That's too big, man. 500 pounds. God damn. Shit. That's too big, man. Your heart can't your heart can't handle all that. What average state people live in when they move from shit? When most people that I've met here, this place is like a revolving door, Kim. The average person will stay here anywhere between 6 to 24 months. Yeah, 6 to 24 months. A lot of people I've met here, I meet them during football season mostly because they'll go to the bars, and what happens is they'll disappear, right? And then I'll call them up because I won't see them for maybe months will go by or whatever, and I'll call them up and I'll be, hey, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. They'll be like, oh man, I left, man. I moved back home or moved somewhere else or whatever, you know. So I would say anywhere between 6 to 24 months. Yeah. Then some people will push it hard 5 years. 5 years tops. Joe Black of the Dodgers. He got real big after retirement. Joe Black, man, I haven't. I stopped looking at baseball a long time ago. Yeah, I don't even remember. I think about moving in 2019. Thanks for the feedback. You're welcome, Kim. You know, hope everything work out for you. You know, but hey, if you need any help with your real estate, you know, just get at me. Big man was like being on a roller coaster. Yeah. Boom, 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 But all right, guys, this was fun. I'm gonna sign off now. You know how I get in contact. You can get in contact with me, Kim, by going to my uh going to my website. Choose your relationships. I'll type it in here. Yeah. Chooseyourrelationships.com, basically. And to get in touch with me, just click on the contact tab. Yeah, that's how you get in contact with me. Yep. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yep. All right. Good night, everybody. I'm out of here. Peace.